Hey everyone, it's Rotan Arnold from the UNBC for our weekly show. And this week we will discuss which difficulty have you experienced in culture. But first thing first, what is culture according to you, Arnold?
Wow.
That's a big question, yeah.
Yeah, that's not something which, but the terminology what people are using. We talk about. Let's not talk about cultures of countries, whatever, but cultures of organizations. What people mostly use is, and I like that, is the way things get done over here. It are the rules, the practices, the traditions, the ways of doing, which are most of the time not visible. That is just how people behave in most of the time in a subconscious way, but it is so strong that you notice it when you're there, but you can only when you are really immersed in it and experience it, then you start to notice it. Yeah? So
that's it. Yeah.
But it's extremely important because I think it's maybe even the most important driver of how an organization functions. So
absolutely,
most people take it for granted or say, well, it's just normal or standard. But a culture is something which you can design. A culture is something which you can transform, and the culture is, well, basically it's whether I like being in that organization or not. So
yeah, you fit or not in the culture of an organization or community or network. And as there is a motto for that, even you eat culture for breakfast, right? And also it's about strategy.
It's culture eats strategy.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Anyway, but we take care at the new ABC about culture with fast journalists and co-creation. And that's how we hire or we collaborate with people too, you know. Otherwise, if there is not a fit, if we don't see this fit, it's tough to co-create, to collaborate, whatever you want, you know, even to learn.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying that organizations, that's just as a starting point, is use three words which describe your culture. And which might seem simple, but it's not. And it's not your value statement or your mission or vision statement, because that's not your culture.
That's it.
We have experienced it in working with partners, working with clients, working with other organizations that we really value, that people move fast, follow up fast, do what they say, and
that's it. Yeah.
We start to get annoyed when it's not the case. So we see, well, it's really, really important, because if people don't do that, then we don't feel there's a fit. So
that's it. Yeah.
That is in itself already a very important kind of measurement for us. Is like, how fast are people following up? Well, if it takes 1 or 2 weeks, or people even forget to follow up, then we're not a good partner for you, because you and I are, well, pissed off and we don't like it. And the same thing is also if you become somewhere an employee. What is the culture like? How do I fit in that culture? Does it fit my personality or the way I want to work? So these things are really, really important.
Yeah, and it's not just in your CV or letter of intent. It's really into actions that we notice. Because most of the time, you and me are pinging people not just via email, but via Twitter mostly. And then we set up a Skype call, Hangout, whatever you want. And that's how we know if people follow up or do stuff or not, you know. So it needs to be fast and at the same time meaningful too, you know.
Yeah, but I encourage every organization to really be more mindful about that, because it's really, really important. And what I noticed, just the last remark, and I won't go in depth, but while I'm doing my international travel, I noticed that the culture of a country or the government of a country is having a huge influence how people are. I was in a communist country called Vietnam, and now I'm in a former communist country called Hungary, and I could not have imagined how that trickles down to basically how people behave, how people think, how people act, to even minus the minimalist details in society. So we tend to underestimate that. It's really like we said in the beginning, culture is having a huge impact. But again, it's not something it is not a given. It's something which you can design.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move to another topic, because we can discuss about that for hours or even days, So you met also many people this week.
Not so much, because people are.
Yeah, it's still the new year. Yeah.
It is their first work week of the year again, and well, we've been working in holidays, so. But my main meeting was with Matthias, and we talked about higher education, basically universities. What are the possibilities for introducing the new ABC? Department of Public Policy, in some projects which students have to do, but also with the Open Society Foundation. Yeah. So really lovely conversation, very nice, getting to know things, and even looking like how we could help with the new ABC, the Roma population in Central and Eastern Europe, which really is in need of support, and the life skills which we teach are a really crucial element in that. So yes, it's very helpful, and he will introduce us to those areas. So we're really looking forward to that, and building a project out of it.
Yeah, they're doing Project Passions. I saw that. So that's really talking about crucial life skills, or talking from the heart, because that's what they did. So let's move to another topic, which is the webinar that we will have with Jorge Barba tomorrow on what comes after smartphone. Of course, it's really about Internet of Things, because these days it's a hot topic, and people are discussing about what is the relevance of this for better performance, or even collaboration, communication, because it's about data. Data is everywhere. You can know data about anyone, any organization these days. At the same time, what is the relevance of this? We're still trying to figure this out. That will be the discussion that we will have tomorrow with you as a host, and Jorge as our guest speaker. And again, it will be at 10:30 a.m. CT. Just
so look at the website. You can still sign up.
You also share that on Twitter. So
you're more than welcome to join. And I think it's a very important discussion, because people now look like their most important device in their life is the smartphone.
There is more, like these mobile technologies,
but the question is, will it remain like that or not? Well, likely not. But then, what's it going to be, and how's that look like? Because people now, I think it could be like a joke, is people that they first missed their smartphone, and then they missed the child which was still in the car.
That's it. So also we will do some projects this weekend. We will do a social challenge with the Morocco community, right, on Saturday. What will be the challenge tomorrow with them? Can you say more about that?
Well, the main challenge will be which Valeria from Be Innovative will facilitate with her tool, is to look for ways in which they can leverage each other's knowledge and use each other's knowledge in ways to contribute to society, but also to help each other. So it's really by supporting the community, because the community is, I think, really crucial in helping the folks there in their challenging conditions. And if rather than saying, well, I want to leave the community and want to go to Europe as fast as possible, we think it's better that you try to create something in your own community. But you need to know how, and what are your resources and how can you best use that. So that's what we're trying to facilitate.
Yeah, absolutely. Really looking forward to that. And last but not least, we were discussing, well, even yesterday about the upskilling program that we have tried over the summertime last year. We're still trying to know which organization or which community or even countries might be interested in this, because that we think that's our true added value, this upskilling program, and that's a real need in our world these days.
Yeah, maybe just a quick explanation for people who are not aware. And well, we were not aware a few weeks ago either ourselves that it's a new term which is growing quite rapidly in the marketplace, and it indicates that organizations are setting up programs to improve, increase, make the skills of their employees better in order to meet the demands of the business. And we all know that we have been speaking about it in the shows about the educational system not suited to the market needs, but that is not helping the businesses, because they still have that need for a certain competency, certain skills which their employees need to have. And if the educational institutions are not providing those skills, what we are now seeing is that they take the initiative themselves and say, well, then we have to train them ourselves. So we think it's a huge market. It's growing rapidly, and we want to be part of it, because we totally believe it's not only about knowledge, but it's especially also about the life skills. So that is where we will focus our efforts on in the next period. And even I just returned from a meeting with McKinsey, and by the end I mentioned upskilling, and he immediately said, yes, very important. We understand. So it's fast becoming a hot topic, and I think we're excellently positioned to address that with our offerings.
Absolutely, yeah, because that's the relevance of a learning department that is question mark these days, is also about all the training vendors are supporting or enabling this workforce learning or training, whatever you want to call it, and who will do that. So it could be the new ABC or the organization that are focused on life skills, on experimenting life skills. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, and last but not least, at the end of today, I will have a meeting with Istvan, our lawyer, and we will talk about what are the legal requirements for setting up our business here. And I'm really looking forward to that, because, things are really very much, I would say, getting into shape, and we have much clarity about our direction and how we're going to help people. Even I just had this conversation with McKinsey, and one of these young guys said, well, I was very fortunate that I could find a job here. But he says, I have many friends of mine who are not as lucky and who are still struggling. So, and he said he would send them to our website, because he says that is what is really needed. And he says, I really realized that I was lucky, but they are not. So they really need your help. So it is, still very adequate and very timely in what we're offering.
Okay. Look forward to exploring that with them then. So that's it for this week, and we will be back again on next Friday next week. And have a great weekend all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.